Hello everybody, my name is Ryan. Welcome to the Maniacal Mini, episode 3, my first mini ever. Alright everybody, so as I run these paints and tools across the bottom of the screen in here, we are going to talk for a little bit about my first mini. I got the Reaper Bones painting kit, I want to say about 7 months ago. And it came with two of these guys, this guy and an orc. I was dog shit at first. It was awful. My paint came out too thick. I have that video in the beginning up. I'll pop it up right here in the corner. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. So as I learned and grew, I knew one day I would come back to my first mini, and I figured enough time has passed where I could do this guy some justice. So that's exactly what we're going to do here, and I hope you guys enjoy, and we will see you at the end of the video. Thank you.
Okay guys, so the first step here, we are just going to clean this guy up and get him primed and ready to go. So we went with the black primer and a white zenithal highlight from above to give us those nice shadows. We are going to be layering a lot and highlighting up, kind of volumetric lighting. We're going to try our best on the metals and leather. So here we go. Okay, so here are our 3 metals. We are going to work our way up, starting with the gunmetal. We're going to work our way into the chainmail silver, and then finally finish off our brightest highlight with the regular silver. So don't be too concerned if you get this gunmetal in places you don't want it. We are going to come back in and clean it up in a little bit. We just want to get a nice even base all over the armor, so we have some highlights to work off of from there. Okay, so now that we have all of our gunmetal down, we are going to come in with that chainmetal silver. The way I do my volumetric lighting is pretty simple and standard. I just look at the model directly above where that sunlight's going to be hitting. We're going to do this the traditional style, Games Workshop, as far as laying this down. So anywhere that light's going to hit, we are going to cover with that chainmetal silver. Okay, so the chainmail silver here is actually going to double as the metal for our sword as well. So now we're going to be bringing in that traditional silver to hit the topmost armor pieces and the topmost highlights across the entire model. Okay, so now we're going to start working on the cloak. We're going to start out with that Screamer Pink, and again, same thing we did with the armor, we're going to start building up the highlights off of that with KHORNE Red and MEPHISTON Red. Okay, so we have our Screamer Pink down. We are going to come in with that KHORNE Red, and we are going to do another traditional style layer as we build up these highlights. And we're going to go ahead and wet blend right into that MEPHISTON red in that top corner here on his robe, and any parts that we can see on the back as far as these ripples, anything that's going to be hitting direct sunlight. So now that we have our cloak finished, we are going to start working on our leather. We are going to bring in Rhinox hide first. I usually base all my leather out in this. It's a great dark color to start building off some highlights from, so we are just going to lay down that first layer right now. Now that our Rhinox hide is down, we are going to jump up and start wet blending in some Steel Legion drab next to further build in some more layers and highlights. So Steel Legion drab is also going to double as the front of our shield. We're going to paint that in. It's going to be a nice brown that's going to contrast with the gold that we're going to lay down later. And bringing in some XV88, a little bit lighter brown, we're going to start working on the topmost parts of this leather. We're going to stipple in a little bit of texturing just to give it that aged and weathered look. XV88 is also going to double as our hilt on our sword. Okay, so now that that is done, I went over the trimming of the shield in glorious gold, and now we are just going to start running over everything with some rust streaks, some brown dust and dirt deposits, and some streaking grime from AK Interactive. And we're going to grab a Q-tip and some of our white spirit, and we are going to start working some of these washes back off the model. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this one. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this for more. Come check us out at themaniacalmini.com or on Instagram at themaniacalmini. Happy painting, everybody. Thank you.